We are. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here today. And many thanks to Minassa, the Diva of Divination, for joining us. I'm so happy to have you.
I'm glad to
Honestly,
be here.
I'm glad you're here. Yes. So we've got Ron and Deb and Seascape and a few other folks in the house. I'm sure we'll gather up some more. Um,
Well,
and
hey, Ron and Deb, Purple Elephant and
yeah,
Seascape.
yeah. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Indeed.
Hi, Andrea. It's good to see you too. Very good. So, what have you been up to? I was so happy to find you and to look at your some of your videos, and that you have your own channel. And how long have you been doing this? Or just divination in general? How long have you
Well,
been?
it's very funny. So I started sort of professionally in like 2018.
Okay.
But one of the things that I realized is when I was younger, I mean, like 7 and 8,
Uh huh.
the kids in my neighborhood, even older kids, would come to me and talk to me about their problems. And then I would dispense wisdom to them. So I
Ah,
realized I was calling on my claircognizant gifts, but didn't know it.
right.
Which
Right.
is sort of
You are an
crazy.
oracle. You are their oracle.
Correct. So I started in actually last year doing Tarot Tuesday readings
Okay.
is how we kind of got started. And then Renee from Tarot Love Community, who's also a member of my spiritual community, was like, "You
Hmm.
need to come over and you need to do this." And because it was new,
Yeah.
and so finally we got on the computer together and she showed me how to go through it.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was one of the instrumental people who got me sort of started as well. She and Andrea from Lilac Lantern, and they're just wonderful folks, and so supportive of us.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah.
This is a great community, more than I expected. It's just
Uh-huh.
a great group of people.
It really is. It really is. So I know that you have a full-time job that you work, but do you also do readings in person, or you just do your show and readings that are booked maybe when you're not
Well, yeah,
working?
so I you can schedule a reading with me. So I do have my full-time job,
Mhm.
which I'm very thankful for, my medical insurance and all those things.
Sure.
So I have my Tarot Tuesday. Now I have mornings with Manasa where I do an inspirational reading and then a card that
Wonderful.
goes with that reading and give a little bit of daily inspiration. And then yes, you can go to manasa.com to schedule a reading with me.
Wonderful. So tell us, I know that you do tarot. Do you do other things as well?
So I do tarot, I do oracle,
Okay.
and I am in the process of doing Lenormand. I am a Virgo, and so I
Uh-huh.
like things very well organized. And so I'm wanting to learn the system. I learned the system of tarot.
Right.
Uh, and so I see people just throwing the Lenormand cards out, and I think, maybe I just need to go with that.
Yep.
So I have
Yep.
taken an Udemy class, and what I love about the Lenormand is that to me, I feel that's more predictive,
Right.
where
Right.
you can actually do that. So
Well, the same with the Kipper cards. The Kipper cards, if you want to know
yes,
an
now
answer to something,
the next system I'm going to learn.
I tell you what, sometimes it's too blunt for me. It's like, oh my God, you know. But if you really want to know what's going on, those Kipper cards are amazing. Yeah, they
Well,
really
that's
are.
what I did at tarot. So I'm learning how to use Lenormand cards. So I have friends that will be my guinea pigs. And so
Sure.
one of my friends said, what should I be looking at on my health?
Right.
And so her first four cards. So the thing about the Lenormand cards is that it also has a the deck of cards, on
Right.
the top of it. So
Right.
her first four cards were all hearts, 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 something heart of, 10 of
Oh,
cards, and then her
wow.
last card was heart, and I was like, I think you should go to the doctor and check on your heart.
Absolutely.
And so yes, now
Wow.
she's seen a specialist. Hello, Sonia, my daughter is here. Lily Benu.
I know. Oh,
They are.
hi, welcome.
So now
Yes, and
she's seeing a
Sonia's
specialist. I mean, so
uh-huh.
yeah, that's
That's
pretty on
wonderful.
target.
Yep.
And even my
I
daughter my daughter got one of my first Lenormand readings, and I got the Coffin and Mice, which are not good cards to get.
right.
But
Right.
when you do a timed reading where you're asking about time, those cards
Mhm.
mean something different.
Okay.
So the coffin card is number 8. So once I did this study, and it could mean 8 days, 8 weeks, or month 8. And she was asking about when she was going to go to Africa. Well, she's actually leaving in the 8th month.
Oh, wow. And how long have you been doing these?
I'm
Just like
just
within.
getting started. So I have
Oh,
the
really?
book by Raina George, and I
Yes.
have her book, and then I have like a fairy deck, and then the original sort of Game of Hope deck.
Yep. Yep. That's wonderful. Well, I have a few decks of the Lenormand. You say, how do you say it?
Oh, some
Lenormand?
people call it Lenormand or Lenormand. So I'm like, okay,
Lenormand. Yeah. What? It's French. It's
it's
definitely
yes, it's
French.
French. It's the
But
French.
yeah, but and I like them very much, but I'm not a tarot reader. I do the oracles usually only, and use clarifiers, or I've been starting the charms. I've been doing some charm work, where you pull a
Hmm.
charm out. That's kind of fun too. But I like um divination form. It's different, and yet it can be used um in compliance or working with the tarot. You can use it working with the oracles. It's just a lot of really wonderful, yeah, really
Indeed,
wonderful ways to
indeed.
use it. Yeah.
And I
So
still want to learn how to read using a card deck, like
really,
a regular deck of
a
cards. That's
regular
what I
deck.
also would like. I've had a reading like that
Okay.
years
Yeah.
ago.
All right. There are some people who can do that, and they're fabulous at it, aren't they?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that's wonderful. So you're just still working on that. Are you reading people with that though, if they want it?
Yeah, so that is a reading that you have. So when I very first started as a tarot reader, I taught myself how to read the tarot. So what I
Okay.
would do is I would lay out your cards, and
Yep.
then I would go to Google, and I had 3 sites where I would get the information. I would then
Okay.
read them and then see what they were saying together, and then let my intuition. And then
Yes.
that's so a week later you got your reading.
Okay. That's
So
okay
yes,
though.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm still practicing. Yes, Sonia, you should hit me up so I can do a practice reading on you.
There you go, Sonia. That's great. Yeah,
So
I'm
I'm
glad you're
still
here, by
learning.
the way. Viviani and Mary Thornberry, Constance, Sharon. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. I don't want to ignore you. I'm happy you're here. Sherry and Ivana. And yeah, thanks all for being here, everybody.
Indeed. Thank
MC.
you all. Thank you for
Yeah,
supporting this
MC.
wonderful channel.
I know. I know. I'm so happy. These people are wonderful. And she says she'd love that. Sonia said she'd like that. So.
I'll text you.
All right. We love being guinea pigs because we're the ones that give the readings, and we don't get a chance to have our own readings sometimes. So that's really awesome. Have you
Indeed.
used the pendulum at all, Minassa?
Yes. So
Yes.
I'll tell you, my daughter Lily really is connected to her pendulum. Like I'm getting more and more used to using mine
Uh-huh.
because
Uh-huh.
I'm nosy. I wanted to tell me more than yes or no, right? So I have to get used to that. But yes,
Uh-huh.
I actually have my pendulum in here. I have a
Yeah.
my amethyst.
Beautiful. Oh, that's lovely. That's a beautiful one. Yeah. I really like them. I've found that I have 5 or 6 of them hanging around somewhere. But there's one that I really like, and it's
Thank you,
opalite.
Sherry.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, the opalite one is really, really nice.
So what do
Very
you say
nice.
yours? I'm sorry, yours is opalite?
Opalite.
Oh
Yeah.
my
I don't
goodness.
have it with me, but yeah, I just love it. The whole energy of opalite, even though I'm not an October person, I'm a September person, it still resonates for me because I
Hmm.
don't know, I just love it. My son was born in October, so yeah.
Oh, very
That's
good.
awesome. Look at this. Okay, Sherry, you discovered Manasa when she was on the Soul Sisters.
I
Wonderful.
did. And I'm telling
Very
you,
good.
Sherry has gorgeous hair. She was on with Ron and the Soul Sisters. I couldn't
Uh-huh.
stop looking at her beautiful hair.
Yeah, she really does.
It is.
And
And
she's
just a beautiful color. You know, and when I lived in LA, I worked at Cedar Sinai with their fundraising group. And this
uh-huh.
group, and I would giggle to myself because, I'm 58 and I got gray in my hair, but it's not all gray.
Right.
But there'd
Right.
be ladies like 75 and 80 with pitch black hair. And I'm like, now looky here.
I
So to
know.
see Sherry rocking that beautiful, and even you, it's like, you know what? I done earned this gray hair. And if you don't like
I've
it,
got it.
keep
Actually,
moving.
you know what they do? They do a little bit of a foil on it, and
Yes.
they leave the gray, and the gray sort of blends in with the with the blondish highlights, and it just works for me. So
Ron is
yeah.
so crazy.
Yeah, I know, isn't it? My mother went gray at 22.
Wow.
So, and I didn't, I mean, I only have seen it really in the last maybe 3 years, and I'll be 67. So that's pretty damn good for
You're looking good,
somebody,
girl,
you know,
67.
but I earned every single one of these gray hairs.
That's right. That's right. You might as well tell people you 57 because you looking good, girl.
Oh, you're a sweetheart. Thank you, Minassa. Thank you. So, have you ever done any of the psychic fairs or anything like that? Or
Well,
you're
I
not?
used to do readings. There's so be prepared. I'm going to say a weird word, and I'm not having a seizure or anything, okay? Because I know it
Okay.
sounds kind of weird. So I used to do readings in a store in Belmont Shores, which is the hoity-toity part
Oh,
of
okay.
Long Beach, and it's called Z for Breek, right?
Ooh,
So not
okay.
having a seizure, Z
Yep.
for Breek. And they had a thing that was called Psychic Round Robin. So what you would do is there would be like it was a new age store, a crystal store,
Right.
a metaphysical store.
Uh-huh.
And we would go and there'd be like they'd have readers all around and you could
Mm-hmm.
get like Reiki or you could get reading. And so I used to do the reading round robin with them. And then on Saturdays I would work, on Sundays I worked at their store.
Okay.
And
Yes.
so then of course part of the challenge is when I moved here, we moved here. So I moved from Los Angeles, my wife and I, or she's my wife now, but we were
Uh-huh.
moving, we were living together, shucking up.
Uh-oh.
And we moved here in 2019. And then
Uh-huh.
I got here in April, and then literally not even, just barely a year getting our feet wet, and then boom,
Right.
the
Right.
pandemic.
The pandemic.
So
Yep.
there are places around here. I've actually done birthday readings. So shocked. I'm like, oh, like I went to Mississippi. I'm like, y'all know about tarot? You know, and they were
Yeah, you
having
kind
some
of
young
you have to be
girls.
careful in the South. You really do, because
But
there's
you do,
pockets.
but I think
Yeah.
people be doing stuff because even
Yeah,
those young
probably.
girls, they had their things, and then went this Halloween. I did at a Halloween party, and again, they were just bringing out crystals and their
Wow.
tarot cards. So I'm like, okay,
Very
people,
good. That's good. I'm happy to hear that.
I
Really.
need too. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping to do more. They just opened a very good metaphysical store here called Uthunes, and so
Uh-huh.
I'm hoping to be able to do some reading or work with
Good.
them.
I want to hear about this round robin because I love reading with a group of readers or tarots or people throwing cards and making and seeing what bounces. You know, so I do something and then somebody else has something else. They pull a card or whatever, and then oh my God, it's the same sort of message or it furthers the message. Is that what it
So
was?
not
Is
quite
that
like that. So you would get
okay?
for the psychic round robin, there were like 10 or so of us spread around the store, and you could
Okay.
get 3 10-minute readings for free, but they asked for you to give a tip. And then at
Yeah.
the end, the tip was split between all the readers.
Okay. Okay. That's a cool idea too,
It
isn't it?
is,
Yeah.
because it gets
Yeah.
you into the store. So the store's
Sure.
open, so you can still buy things. And
Yeah.
it was a really nice thing. Still have clients from that event.
Oh, I bet. I bet you
Yeah.
have. Yeah. And that's helpful. Hopefully they all know about your channel as well, right? They must by
I
now.
hope.
Yeah.
I will say that I'm at 99 subscribers.
All right, we got to get you boosted
Because
up.
I see all these names over here. I'm like, I think these, so we can get me over 100 today, great. If not, I'm grateful for all these good people who've already subscribed.
I know. I know. Let's go over and like and subscribe and Manassa's channel. And if you need to know, uh, ladies will probably or gentlemen can put your YouTube channel right there in the chat, and or it's definitely put already on the information on the channel. So
Perfect.
yes, thanks,
Perfect.
Mary. Mary just subscribed, so you got 100. Woo!
Who was that? I want to
Oh,
write her name down. Mary Thornberry.
yeah, Mary.
Because I'm going to
Yeah.
give a special treat to the people that subscribe tonight that
Oh,
get me in
that's
the hundreds.
awesome. Yeah, that's right. I did that. I haven't done it in a while. I usually give I don't do the tarot cards necessarily. I do oracle readings, but I usually give a deck of cards, and I haven't done it in a while. I need to do it soon. Yeah, everybody likes to get their own decks, have their hands on it, you know.
It's very
So,
good.
oh,
And
thanks, Ivana.
Ivana, all
Thanks so
right, let me get these
much.
names down here.
Yeah.
Ivana
And Valerie S.
and
Yeah, thank you. All right.
Now I have
Wonderful.
tarot.
Thanks,
I
Grace.
do have my tarot cards for tonight, but
Okay.
I have my Kyle Gray. I love
Oh,
his.
so many
Or
people
okay,
love
I
Kyle
have two of
Gray.
them.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, he's wonderful.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of people really, really feel drawn to his cards. So that's awesome.
It's the
Yeah.
very first oracle card because I really do like the tarot, but I love angels. And then when I got the first deck, I was like, oh my Lord, and then and there was such a connection. Then I think I think his first deck is really Keepers of the Light, but that was my second
Uh-huh.
deck. And
Okay.
then I got I just have them all now.
Yeah. Wonderful.
I'm just
Cynthia
saying.
Pierce. Cynthia Pierce just subscribed as well.
Oh,
So look at that. That's awesome. Um, let's see. Mary Thornberry said she would like a special treat. I would love a special treat on a Friday night, she says.
well, now I'm married, okay?
Yeah, that's awesome. Libra lady, thank you,
Yeah,
Libra
I saw
lady.
the thing came through. So
Yeah, look at that. You're all there. I have a very good group of folks here
you
that are
really
very,
do.
I
You really
really
do.
do.
This community is such a gift. One of the things that, just even to be more honest, like last weekend, I was just feeling really down. Like this stuff
Uh-huh.
is, I'm not gonna say me. I was like, this business of mine's not working, and maybe I
Yeah,
should just do something else. But I didn't want to say that out loud. So I went to
I
a show and I
know.
just said, I'm really feeling kind of down. And people
Okay.
who I have never talked to her like, Manasa, we're sending you love. Seascape, thank you. We're sending you love. And you hold on there. And,
Oh, amazing.
and it was just so touching.
It
Just,
was amazing.
because
Yes,
we're a community. And
we are.
I usually don't even share my feelings like that. So I just really felt safe to be able to do that.
I have had so many wonderful things happen, and I remember those times in the beginning where I wondered if it was worth it or not. And the only thing I can tell you is that it just if it's worth the wait, even though it's difficult, and the good part is you're not depending on the income. It's just you want to build up the subscribership. But I can't tell you how wonderful people have been to me. I had a disaster at my house, and I had so many people chip into my GoFundMe and raise money. And I hate asking people for money, believe me, but it was amazing. It made me cry. I really did. I sobbed. It was just so loving and so sweet for everybody to do that.
Well, I
So
thank you. People are sending me love now. So I really,
yeah.
it's a challenge. And I will say that being here in this, like when I lived in LA, I'd hold my girlfriend's hand. And when we very first got here, then we decided to get married. I was like, I want to get married outside, but I was like nervous. I thought, there's a
Oh,
whole different energy here. Like,
yes,
my
there
daughter was
is.
like, don't be afraid.
Yeah, but
You know,
yeah, so you in Mississippi, or I thought you were in Tennessee for
I'm
some
in
reason?
Tennessee, so I live outside
Okay,
of Memphis, but we work.
okay,
My wife's a case manager, she's a nurse, and I work in, I'm a secretary there, the admin to the cardiovascular nurse director. So we go to
uh-huh,
South Haven, Mississippi every day.
uh-huh.
I'm telling
Oh
you, I've
wow,
had more fried chicken and pork in the 3 years that I've lived here than I've had in my whole life.
uh-huh, yep. And you know what? People will find you. People will find you, and no
It's
matter
true.
where
It's
you
true.
are. Yep, they just seem to. Um, it's funny how that happens, and like my husband, we're up here in sort of in red country, I guess is more the word. It's military, and I've got people that are always asking me questions, and then I find out they like stones and they like cards, and but you don't. They kind of feel you out, I guess, and that's what we do with each other, just to make sure before we dive in too deeply. But I
That's very
understand
true.
that. Yeah,
Very true.
I do understand that. Oh, good. M. Steve also signed up for you. So M. Steve 000.
Oh,
Hi,
yes.
Marita. Oh, thank you, Mary. You're a sweetheart. Yeah, Constance says, welcome to the South.
I'm telling you. So, but one of the things is, I've also said sir and ma'am more times in my life,
Oh,
but
yeah.
there's just that even though I could have my issues, there's just a real sort of neighborliness.
There is in this. That's what they're known for,
It's
pretty
just
much.
a
Yes.
real neighborliness.
Yeah,
And
that's good. That's
I
good.
like that. Even in like in the
Yeah.
like one of the things, our little grocery store, like my daughter has her lady and I have my lady, and she was trying to say my lady was her lady. I'm like, no, you got Connie, Debbie's my lady.
Oh,
You know,
that's
and then
funny.
when they saw her, like, hey, we haven't seen you in the store in a long time. You
Isn't
know,
that
and
great? They
like
remember you.
they know that stuff about you.
Yes, that is great. That's
And
wonderful.
so very
I love
good.
that. Having grown up in New England, um, I didn't realize until I moved away and then went back how cold people are. You know,
Hmm.
they're sort of standoffish, and I thought, really, this isn't me at all. Out here in the Pacific Northwest, people are pretty nice and open as well. So,
So are you
I got
in Washington or Seattle?
Washington, yeah, yep. Right now, I'm above Seattle on Whidbey Island.
Oh, yeah, there,
Yeah.
Washington. Seattle is in Washington. I'm in Washington, Oregon.
Oh, yeah. No, that's okay. Yep.
So I'll tell you something funny. Can you believe it? The two times that I've been to Washington State, it was not raining.
You got lucky. Guess who's here today at my college? Joe Biden. Yeah,
Wow.
I know. Well, I had a feeling they said he was going to speak. I didn't get to go because it's further down south, but I believe that he picked that because it's a community college and Jill is she's a community college teacher. So
Correct,
I think
correct.
that's why they did that. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I had never thought that he would come anywhere I was, even though Cornell West, do you know who he is?
I
Dr. West?
do.
He came and oh my God, he was wonderful this few years ago. Yeah, I really enjoyed listening to him. But wow, awesome. Well, anybody want to have a reading? Let's do some readings.
I know
Why
my
not?
daughter, when I told her I was going to be on tonight, she's like, send me the link. I want to get my
Oh,
reading.
I'm glad she's here. That's wonderful.
It's very good. And you know, Allie, thank you for reaching out to me. I really appreciate that. And I
Of
watched your show.
course.
You did the archetype on the hanged man.
Yep.
It's very
Yep.
funny to me that you say that you don't do the tarot, and yet you gave such a insightful, obviously well researched and educated lesson about
Thank
the
you.
hangman and what is in there and sort of the pros and cons, the different ways that people think about it. So I thought
Yeah.
it was very interesting.
Thank you. Thank you.
And there's a, I
I've
don't know,
really enjoyed doing a deep dive on it.
so
A
you're
lot
going
of
to do
people.
more?
I started at with the magician, and
Okay.
I've gotten up now. I'm up to so the next one is death. I'll be doing that one next.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go
yeah,
take a look at your channel because I didn't see
yeah.
this, but I really enjoyed it.
Oh, good,
And then
good.
on I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. Do you know Gerald Terrell Stash?
Yes, I do.
Well, he has
Yes.
two British guys that were on his show, Chris and another guy. So first of all, I got like my overdose of British. They were just all their accents. It's hard to pay attention because I love the accents. So I'm like, what are you saying? But they did a whole thing on the Fool
Oh,
using different cards. Oh, it was amazing.
he does what he calls a chazal. It's a chat and looking at. Yeah, he's fabulous, and he brings in the couple of guys, Ben and I can't remember his name, from the UK. They come in and yeah, he's right. You're right. He is amazing. He
It was
really
very
is.
good. Just
Yeah,
so
a lot of fun.
interesting to see to watch these men. And I don't know, you just think of British people like, pish posh, give me a pint, right? Whatever they're all about. But these two men and
Uh-huh.
Gerald, so
Yeah,
excited about the imagery using different, like I never thought of the fool as a baby, but there are decks that
that's
have
true.
the fool as a baby.
Well, that's because and I haven't even done it yet because I've heard that um, I didn't start with the fool because the fool is zero, so the fool could be first or last. And
True,
the
very true.
reason that is, I believe, is because it's kind of like Joseph Campbell's hero's journey. You're going on this journey and you're starting here and you go all the way around and then you start again. So it's keeping you open to new ideas and things like that. And it's telling you that you never know everything. You're going to learn more and more as you go along. So
It's
I
very
think
true. And they
that's,
actually
yeah.
had a deck where card 22 after the world was a more seasoned version of the Fool. So the
Okay.
same card, just the older, mature version.
Yep.
So that
Yep.
very concept that you're talking about when you go on that journey.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Craig Dixon, thank you.
Yes, Craig Dixon. He's a great guy. Yeah, the British accent. Isn't that enjoyable? I love it.
Yes. And when they're talking, I'm like, like you're supposed to be paying attention to what they're saying. Okay, what did you say? Your accent got me all. My cousin is my uncle married a British woman, and so their son is British. And
Okay.
unfortunately, or it was her time, my aunt died. But before, when she was hospital, Mark came here. I hadn't seen Mark in 20 years. So I'm like,
Wow.
oh my God, Lily, this is Mark. I don't remember what he said because the first 2 minutes I was like, oh, wow, Mark, what are you trying to say to me? Right? Because his accent was just so
Uh-huh.
beautiful.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Um, that's yeah. I had Louise Rhodes on. I don't and if you get a chance to see it, I don't know if you know about light language readers.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh my God, I was up all night purging because what she did was clean me completely out. It was amazing. I mean, it wasn't enjoyable to purge, but it really was to start over, so to speak. But yeah, she was amazing. And I just I don't know what I was expecting when she came on, but she's channeling these entities and stuff. It was just amazing. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a wonderful woman named Alea Dow, Aleya Dao. I've been with her since 2009, and she does
Okay.
energetic and oftentimes light language.
Light language.
Um,
Okay.
yes, and
Yeah.
someone asked about my daughter Lily. She's going to South Africa in August.
Oh,
So
that's
she hasn't gone
awesome.
yet.
Uh-huh. Yep. And she going to school?
She
Is
is
that
going to teach English for the Peace Corps.
Oh, thank you very much for doing that, Lily. That's beautiful.
She's like a
Wow.
straight nerd. Like, don't get her started. She loves grammar.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not a grammar Nazi. I teach English at college level, but I really like to literature is more humanities is more my interest. That's why I was doing the cards the way I was with the archetypes and not as a regular tarot looking sort of thing. But anyway, all right. Well, we got some questions
All
here. We'll
right.
start with Ivana. Ivana would like a reading. I'm guessing if you don't say specifically what you want, that you're just looking for a general reading. So
All right.
we'll go with that. Okay. And yes, Steve, I do analyze dreams. It's hard to. I'm going to be having actually a show really soon about that, but it's hard to do it without listening to what people have, you know, verbally. It's harder to do it. All right, Yvonne.
So I thought that tonight I would use I would start with my Spirit Song Tarot,
Oh, I love that. That's beautiful.
Spirit
Yes.
Song Tarot, and then I have my Mythical Goddess Tarot.
Okay.
And then I got this one. Everyone loves this deck. It's so much easier than the traditional Rider Waite, but of course my
They
Light
do love
Spirit
that
deck.
deck.
And then
Yes,
I
the
have
light spirit.
two Kyle Gray. So I think what
Okay.
I'll do is I'll pull three for Ivana, and then
Okay.
I'll pull one from each of my Oracle decks.
Very good.
Or you tell me, like, we ain't got time for all that. Just pull two. Let me know. Okay.
We'll see. We've got about 7 people right now, and as long as we don't have a lot more, but we'll see how that goes. I know your daughter wants one, so I'm just going to click on here for her, even though she didn't ask for one. Let's see.
Oh, what is she doing?
Oh, Seascape has a question. Okay. And Marita has a question. A general reading's good, Ivana? Okay.
Well, I tell you that today, Ron was on with Dozen Cats with.
Yes. Yep.
I'm telling you, the two of them, they were preaching today. Ron was
Were
talking
they?
about you got to get connected with your heart. That's how we're going to change this world. And then Kelly got to preaching about we got to get these people in politics. I was like, I'm having church up in here.
Oh, that's great. I love working with Kelly, and we're going to have you on our others channel at some point. But we just wanted to do. All right, Ron. Last one, Ron. All right. Okay. I know that. I like to keep everybody happy, but if we have too many, it's too hard to get to. All right. So
Indeed.
Go ahead if you have your
All
cards.
right.
Yeah.
So Ivana, thank you again. So let me tell everyone the treat that those of you that put me over 100 today, I wrote your names down. My email is Minassa@minassa.com. And my treat to you is that a 45-minute reading with me is $100. You can have that very same reading for $30. That's my way to say thank you.
Wow, that's
And
fabulous.
Ali, you can have a free reading from me.
Oh, well, that's nice. Thank you. Thank you.
So if you send me that, and I also have your information, so I'll try to go on YouTube and find you and reach out to you. If you don't want to, just be like, nah, Minassa, I was good. That's fine. But, I just want to honor that you heard my heart. And to me, that. So here we go. So I got 3 cards from my spirit song. And again, thank you. Thank you. I'm just really overwhelmed. Thank you so much.
Melissa Miller also subscribed.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Wow.
So the 3 cards that I got was from my tarot deck is here we go, Queen of Shells.
Ooh, that's pretty.
9 of Shells. And then the Justice card.
Ooh.
And so right there, you can see that the shells, these are the equivalent to the cups. And so the Queen of Cups, this is about connecting to that divine feminine in an empowered way. One of the things I tell people, oftentimes I have readings with women, that the patriarchy has told us that our emotions make us weak, that our emotions are illogical. And that's just some straight bullshit for entertainment purposes only. I know on Ron Show, if you say a bad word, then you got to follow it for entertainment purposes only, right? But that is our superpower, that connection, that capacity to step into that divine power and our feeling. So the Queen of Shells is about peace and compassion. The 9 of Shells, or the 9 of Cups, is that man sitting on the traditional tarot just smugly in front of all those cups. But there is that feeling. So this is the divine feminine inviting you, especially now as we're gonna in this Taurus season, to ground yourself in all that is beauty about you. That is that feminine about you. That is your strength in silence. That is your power with motion. And then the Justice card, truth and clarity, to get really clear about your true power as a woman and everything that you do in that divine feminine energy. And so how are you going to do that? Because I get the feeling that either something is coming your way, or there's going to be a chance where you can go off the grid, off the rails. And so this invitation is to come through in that divine feminine power,
right?
But to keep your composure.
Wow,
while you
that's
do that.
beautiful.
And the first step for that is to clear your vibes. And so if you're going to a meeting or you're going to be at an event, I have my black tourmaline necklace on. I wear it to work because I'm in a hospital, sick folks, crazy folks. Take a black tourmaline with you, a hematite, a red jasper, something to ground you. And then when you feel that divine feminine welling up, say, yes, I am moving in power. And then come from in that position in a composed way. Doesn't mean you won't be crying, and doesn't mean you won't be passionate preaching like Kelly and Ron, but come from that composed place. This is my power, and I am moving in that way.
Look at that. She says, yes, Minassa. That's great. Sherry, you can still subscribe. Bridget York did. Bridget York subscribed to your channel. But yes, you can. And she indicated that she keeping, you're up to what, 112, I think, or something like that.
Okay.
So, yep. Correction, $30 readings. Thank you.
So Lily, will you put my email, minassa@minassa.com, in the chat, please?
Thank you, guys.
It's good with daughters. You can.
All right. So what I got was Wish Upon a Star, Ivana. Wish Upon a Star. Look at that little girl. And I also get here karmic partner. So, I really love that idea of divine feminine and sort of being that karmic partner, but also holding on to your childlike wonder and feeling it, look at that, holding a star right to your heart. It's fabulous. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, Ivana. Next one we have is Melissa Miller.
At a point of change and hope, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ron and Sonia let me know I got to 111, that mighty angel
111.
number.
And that's a great number, isn't it?
It
That's an
is.
angel number.
I'm so
That's
grateful. Thank you all so much. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
We want to keep you happy. We want to keep you uplifted. Leave your vibe up. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. You're at a point of change. Okay.
Melissa
You go
Miller.
ahead whenever you're ready, Minassa.
Melissa Miller, point of change. All right.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
Ah, I love it. All right, so I love it that you're at a point of change, and these tarot cards that you got so on target. So here we go. The first card you got is the Sun.
Ooh, beautiful card. Yeah.
Second is the Queen of Swords.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Six of Swords.
Wow.
So this very simply says your thoughts. Sean, that this point of change begins in your thoughts. But what you're feeling, what you're thinking, the Sun is about clarity. The Sun is about growth. The Sun is about nourishment and power. So the change begins here.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts. So that Queen of Swords, again, that divine feminine, always with me, because Durga, Hathor, Lakshmi, Kuan Yin, Yamoja, I work with all of them. I've served them in many lifetimes. And that, again, let that be a part of your thinking. And then the Six of Swords, which I don't know if you know in the traditional tarot, is a person on a boat going away. And it's that same concept that you're moving away from rocky water to clearer water. But the beginning of that change and the sustaining of that change begins right here in your mind.
Right here in your mind. Wow.
And then you can have it with ease and grace. So it doesn't have to be, tumultuous and step into it with ease and grace. And then
it's waiting for you. Yeah. Look at that.
Creativity.
Beautiful. Just lovely. Well, I got these new cards. They're called the Sacred Oracle deck by Rayanne Phelan. I just got these.
Oh my goodness. I have a deck by her that's called the Dreams of Gaia.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, these are pretty cool. I've not read with them yet, but I got Love Your Inner Child. I just love that. And look at this is the second inner child card that I've pulled, really. But we all have to really work hard to love our inner child, because there are times when, we got to have the healing. You're also being called to, the fairies card is to work do things in moderation. And it says, is there something you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthfully, although the fairies say that a bit of what you fancy is fine. Don't drop off completely. Just do it in moderation like everything else. I love the card because I see the orb there next to her. And I'm just thinking, your fairies and angels are around you, watching out, but not wanting to, to be too blunt with you. Yeah, that's great. Thanks for the question, Melissa. All right, Chris MK.
I love reading.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Thank you, Marlene. Also to Manassas. Okay, Marlene Audette. Yep. Yes, Craig, I know. Words are powerful. Thanks for putting up Manassas' website,
Yes,
Viviani.
thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, good. So for the love reading, I'm going to go to my Mythical Goddess Tarot deck.
Okay. Breaking news, the EU agreed to a law forcing social media platforms to police themselves more aggressively to cut back on lies and misinformation. Well, thank you, Sherry. Wow.
Definitely good news.
Yes. Everything's breaking open. I'm seeing it
Yes,
every
very
day. Yeah.
true.
Things are
It is
coming
very
up to the
true.
surface. Yep. Oh, Valerie, I'm sorry.
Oh, did you miss
You'll
her?
be next. Yeah, Valerie will be next.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So I got 3 cards from my Mythical Goddess Tarot, which is the 6 of Fire, which is forgiveness.
Mhm.
The Mother of Fire, because this would represent the Queen.
Hmm.
And then Brigitte, which represents alchemy.
Alchemy. Wow.
So what I like about these cards is for a love reading. Oftentimes I get an attitude about love readings, but I'm getting better about it. And one of the things I realize is that oftentimes we're so hard on ourselves. And so
Yep.
forgive yourself. That's where the love begins.
Absolutely.
Begin to love yourself. And then that mother regeneration, which is to look at the divine, if you're looking for a same-sex partner or even a different sex partner, there is an understanding of the beauty of that. Just, that mother is nurturing, and there's that foresight, and there's that guiding. And so really step into that. I know that I have a beautiful wife now, but my daughter can tell you I was in a horrible, horrible marriage before. Most of it my fault, because why? I made those choices. I wasn't looking through that mother's. My daughter brings someone home, like, where they live, what they all about, tell me about their family, right?
Yep.
But I didn't have that same mother eye in my own mess.
Right.
Right. And then the beauty of the alchemy card.
Yeah.
Is there's magic.
There's so much transformation.
There is magic in love. And so
wow.
Let that magic happen. And then this card from Kyle Gray, just take time to breathe. Let it come to you. Let it come to you. The good, the love that you deserve, just let it come to you. And then remember, I think part of the challenge for you, Chris, in a love relationship is to have that healthy boundary. I see right now your guys are showing me there's this huge heart you have. That huge heart wants to give. You want to do everything to make them happy. You want to be there for them and everything. And they're saying your best success in this relationship is the word no. Take time for yourself. Honor what you need. Set those boundaries. And again, make room for the magic of love.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And Sonia says, attune to the frequency you like to attract. Beautiful.
Indeed.
Perfect.
Indeed.
Yes. So I got fairy card Shine from Within.
I love that.
Shine from Within. It says, looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within. And it's time for you to shine. This is the time for self-acceptance and revealing your own true beauty. And we all have it. We are the worst critics of ourselves than anybody else would ever be for us. So see your shine from within, Chris. Shine from within. Perfect.
Indeed. So many people talking about the magic, a relationship. There's just a magic to it.
There is a magic to it. Yes. Yep. I love it. Thank you. Thanks so much. All right. And thank you, Seascape, for your donation. That was very kind of you. I appreciate you. Thank you, dear.
Thank you so much. And don't forget to like and share.
Yep. Like and share. Thank you. All right. Who was...
Now, did we miss someone?
Valerie? Yeah, we missed Valerie. So I'm going to put Valerie up. There we go.
All right.
Valerie S. Valerie S. has relatives in Ukraine. That's why the hearts.
Yes.
And so we're sending out, always send special love to Valerie and her people.
Indeed. Yeah. Indeed. And we'll send special love to our friends, Michael and Veronica, who are in the Ukraine when we did my wedding by Zoom, Michael
Uh-huh.
and Veronica attended, and Veronica, so she wanted to send us these little videos that she made. It's hard to
Uh-huh.
hear what's happening because she's just bawling throughout the whole thing.
Oh, the poor
So
thing.
she was so happy at the wedding, and then when they tried to get out of Ukraine, but they wouldn't let her husband leave because they might need him, and of course,
Oh, yes. Yeah, she
so
didn't want to leave him, right?
I know I
Yeah.
was like, girl, get out. He'll find you, but she
Yeah.
stayed, and so.
Okay.
So
Wow.
yes, love and protection for them. And there are
Mhm.
people who lost their life, but I'm telling you, the Ukrainians, they have just embarrassed Putin. You know, I'm like,
Oh,
keep it up.
I love
When
and
they
I
sunk
love
that
the
ship,
president.
I was howling. No,
I
I
know.
was hurt.
Yeah,
I know people lost their life in that, but I'm like, y'all don't
I know.
know. People
Yep.
not just laying down nowadays.
Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. So Chris MK said she's been happily married to her husband for 49 years. And she said, yes, magic. And they both have their
Indeed.
boundaries. That's a wonderful number of years to be together with somebody.
Indeed.
Yeah. Anybody that does that is,
Indeed.
yeah, it's amazing.
Congratulations.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. All right.
Congrats. Oh, so let's see. This is Valerie S.
Mhm.
All right. So from my spirits on deck, I got the 7 of Acorns, which is determination and stamina.
Ooh.
The Knight of Crystals, which I think there's a theme going on here, endurance and determination. Then the Moon card,
Ooh.
which is imagination and perception. And so this is about your passion, your action, your finances, your money, and then again, that perception. You know, so I'm sure all of you magical people already know we're getting ready to step into eclipse season and we're getting ready to step into Mercury retrograde. And
Right.
so this is the time to get your stamina. So Valerie, I think I see some very exciting changes ahead for you starting in May. And
Great.
oftentimes excite. So thank God it's not the tower, right? But
Yeah.
even that is exciting changes. But this is
It
your
is.
chance to really get determined. What are you wanting to bring? What is it? Your passion and your power. Crystals are the pinnacle. So your talent, your time, your treasure. What are those things that you can wrap up in your intuition
Mm-hmm.
to really move forward? So the chances do that, and then anything that you need to cut any energetic cords with, you can find a cutting cord
Yep.
ritual on Google, and then trustworthy friends. The way for you to really succeed and flow during these eclipse season, because we have a solar eclipse, which is about change and stuff, lunar eclipse, which is about a karmic stuff, and then Mercury retrograde, which is about communication stuff, is get those friends, connect with them. So if someone says, girl, you okay? I say
Mm-hmm.
yes. Or girl, I need you. You can say yes because you've grounded yourself.
Good. Wow. This is my favorite card. And this is by the way, this is the Oracle of the Seven Energies. That's the one I'm using.
Oh, I want to see that.
Yeah. Isn't that the most beautiful card? It's this beautiful owl. And I saw that on one of your cards, there was an owl. I don't know
Yes,
if it
on the
was this
moon
time
card.
on the moon card. It says here that you have a higher view. You have a higher view. You're riding the back of this beautiful owl, and you're being able to see things that you might not have seen before. And it's asking you then to spend some time in solitude. Think of being alone as meaning you're all one and in total harmony with everything. And the greatest treasures are those that wait silently. So, yes. And I absolutely love owls. And I love the fact that this owl is carrying you along. So beautiful.
Don't ask
Yep.
Lily about my owl, Woodsy the owl.
Yeah. You got one?
She'll get a little
Yeah.
attitude about it. It was this little wooden owl. We had this
Oh,
when we lived in Long Beach. We had this porch where this bird would come in and just poop in this one spot all the time. So I got like a wooden owl and put it on the thing. The bird never came again.
never came back? Oh, that's
I'm like, how
funny.
dumb are you? Does this even smell like? Do you see it never moves, right? But they don't care. I'm not trying to get that close, right?
Right. I remember in my property down where I was, every night I would hear, ooh, ooh, flew and it thrilled me. I loved having that owl in my yard. I really did. It was so sweet. It really was. So Constance would like a message from Spirit, please.
All right, I'm going to do all her cards from my angel guides.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, Valerie, yes, thank you. See, send us hearts, hearts, hearts. All right.
Yeah. You're welcome, Valerie. Her cousin and her daughter made it to her, but men can't leave. Yeah, that's like the Titanic. It reminds me of the Titanic, honestly. But I absolutely love Vladimir Zelensky. I think he's fabulous. He's just such a great guy.
Indeed. So, all right, Constant L, I use my angel guides for your message from Spirit, and I love it. So your first card is manifestation. Your second card is blessings and abundance.
Ooh.
And then your last card is listen deeply.
Ooh.
So, I mean, I love it when Spirit puts the cards right out. It's like, okay, end of reading. Next, did you get it? So this is this opportunity for the things that you are ready to manifest. They are right there. And they are blessings and abundance. And to me, that always means more than what you expected. One of my favorite verses from the Bible is that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly more than we can ask or think. So think about exceedingly, abundantly, and more, all in the same sentence. That means more.
Right.
Like,
right.
Pow. So this is the opportunity for you to step into that bigger manifestation, that bigger way of being blessed and a blessing. Because of course, as we receive, which we joyfully receive, then we give out to make room for that. And so they're inviting you to listen deeply. I think in your dreams and a couple meditations, there will be your guidance to what are your next steps.
Wow. Well, I got some things here. I got transformation.
I got yes. I love that deck.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, I have that deck.
Yeah. The fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation that's happening for your highest good. Embrace it because the best is yet to come. And that's exactly what Minassa said with all of those gifts that seem to be coming with money and other things. So yes, Constance, embrace it and love it. Transformation. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. Thank you very much. All right. We got Seascape. And she's got my favorite dog picture in the whole world. I just love that little dog as her avatar.
No,
see it? The little dog with a little shirt on. Yeah. She's feeling a bit anxious because her job is up to something. And she wonders if they're closing her department or laying people off, or if you're feeling like that, then there's something going on, because I know you have that ability, Seascape. Sorry if that's happening. Let's see.
It's always the worst feeling. I never forget when I got laid off. I came to work. I was all started on my stuff. And then my boss said, hey, can you come into my office? And they handed me a check. And so the company had reorganized. Like, actually, what we didn't know was that day the CEO had been let go and someone else had stepped into that position. So,
wow.
There was a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah. That's
very good. Well, I think you're right on target in that we got the Two of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles, and then I love it, followed by the Three of Cups. So the Two of Swords, yes, what you're thinking is correct. They're trying to operate in a way that's going to blindside people, but what you're thinking and feeling is correct. So you got this opportunity to balance out. What do you need to take care of? Get your resume together. Get ready to balance it out. Get that resume together. See what what opportunities there may still be in that company. But in the end, 3 of Cups, you'll have
Wow.
much to celebrate. You have much to
Oh,
celebrate. And your emotions, it'll be a togetherness because you're already ahead of the game. So listen,
uh-huh.
express your creativity. So if you thought, wow, if I didn't work at this job, I'd be doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Door is opening. And
Right.
here you go. Take charge. And it says, take charge and action. You've got that feeling. This is your guides letting you know. Get ready. Get things ready.
Wow. Oh, hi, Debsy. Yeah, we're pretty tight. We got about 6 left, and we're almost at an hour. We're going to go over today, but I'll read who I've got. I'm sorry. You know what? We can do it again. I can go on Manassa's channel too. This is
All
a
right. Well,
two-way
that's what we're
street,
doing.
you know?
I'm just talking away. And Scott Scorpio, good to see you. Check your email.
Yeah. All right. Hi, Scott. I get the answer is yes.
Yes.
Yes, Deb. Seascape. I'm sorry. Yes. But I do get this, and I love this. Hope.
Yes.
Hope. Look
See
at
the Three of
the
Cups.
rainbow. Yep. And
That's
you know
right.
what
You'll
is at the
celebrate.
end of the rainbow? Yep. It's the pot of gold. So hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation. It's time for you to move on, perhaps. That's going to be your personal choice. But if you're feeling it in your gut, in your intuition, and it sounds like you were, yeah, time to be looking for something else, I think. Yep. Sorry to say, but
That's right.
I can
Time to do for
understand.
something better. That's right.
Yep. That's right. Yep. All right, Marita, what messages does Spirit have about getting braces? She has some past life issues bubbling up about it. Okay.
All right. I'm going to use my angel prayer cards. Let's see.
Okay. You are, Seascape. You are due for something better. You go for it, girl. We're all behind you.
Indeed. I'm having a blast. Thank you for, usually I know my daughter's going to be like, did you actually stay up past 8 o'clock?
When you know ahead of time, it's easier. Yes.
Indeed.
I'm the
Indeed.
same way. I go to bed early as well.
It's like, listen, there's plenty of people that stay up late. So y'all don't need me up late, okay? And as my wife says, y'all don't want me with less than 8 hours sleep, okay? That's it's a different
At least it's
version.
Friday night, but it's Friday night. You don't work
But
on
it's Friday
Saturday.
night. That's right.
Yeah.
Stay up a little bit later. So I like this, especially. So I think part of this, what I got to you is about your past life issues bubbling up about this. So of course, anything related to your mouth and your braces, this is about your throat chakra. And so this is really that opportunity, what comes through your mouth and what goes into your mouth. So what are areas of healing? Can you be more conscious about that? And then take time to breathe.
Ooh, yeah.
And that you're here, so this is about your angels are with you. So don't feel anxious, especially in this past life. You're getting a head start because that's what's going to come up in the eclipse season. So this is the chance to say, where can I heal? Where can I release? And then count your blessings. So, in a world where everyone wants their teeth straight and white and beautiful, don't forget the good, the beauty you already have. Honor where you're at, and then count those good things so that you can open the door for, especially with this healing. And then I do see that there's a healing with the great physician, Archangel Raphael, who I love to work with.
Ooh.
So if you can get mouth, heart, throat, so a green crystal, an orange, or a rose quartz to just really bring about that healing, so that as you straighten your teeth, you bring that beauty to your smile. Again, this is going to be releasing anything that was being held in your throat chakra. So green chakra for your heart, because that's where our words come from. And then a lapis lazuli for your throat.
There you go. Wow. So yeah, it looks like summer. You're going to get your braces. I don't know why soulmate shows up, but Maybe your past life thing had to do with a soulmate, but it does remind you that you need self-love.
Indeed. Indeed.
Absolutely. And if you're getting braces, you're doing it for yourself, loving the self. And they've told me I needed them, and I said, no, I'm too old to get them. I don't want them. But I don't think anybody's ever too old if they want them. I really don't.
Indeed.
I think that,
Indeed.
that's a form of self-love and self-care. So, yes, we wish you well. But yeah, it does sound like the throat chakra. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Libra Lady. You're a night owl. Okay. That's okay. We understand.
I'm in a family of night owls.
Are you? Yeah. Let's go with your daughter next. Um, Lily, thank you for being here. I didn't see that you had a particular question. I don't know if you do. I just wanted to make sure you were in the lineup here. So if you have a particular question, let us know. All right.
Wow, she loves this tarot deck, the Mythical Goddess Tarot. Whenever I do a reading, she's like, "Where's my favorite deck?"
Uh-huh.
I got to follow Scott Scorpio's inspiration. I need to get my cards organized. I've got them in one place, but all over the place.
I have so many decks. I'm the big Oracle deck, but I keep thinking that I'm going to eventually get to doing some of the tarot. So, Marita, I'm sorry you think that you had a metal device in your mouth. That reminds me of what was it, the movie where the guy had like a steel helmet put on him. I can't think of the name of
Yes,
it.
well, they're just really showing me that part of it, of a part of your life where you were enslaved, and it was really wanting you.
Hmm.
Slaves didn't want to eat. They're like, "I'd rather die," and they're like, "No, you're going to eat this food."
That's sad. That's yeah. Past life stuff can really kick your ass. I tell you,
Indeed,
it
indeed,
can.
indeed.
And you're
All
wondering
right,
where it
message from
comes from.
spirit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, then I think I'm going to use my.
Ooh.
If you're ready, Allie, go. I switched decks. So she wants a
Okay.
message from spirit, so I'm going to use my oracle cards.
Alrighty. So Lily, I got be prepared because you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. You can call on her anytime. Look at her. So feel inspired to do. I think you would have to feel inspired to want to work in the Peace Corps. So that's amazing. But looks like you're feeling inspired, and you're going to start manifesting something that you want or something that you need. So yeah, just keep your eyes out for whatever comes your way.
Very good. So I got 3 cards for her. And Debsy, thank you for your kind words. When she finally got her interview, my stomach, I said, I'm happy, sad, scared, and excited at the same time. But I've
Yeah,
made my peace with that. And one of my friends told me the same God that protects her here
we'll
also
be
got
there.
a gig in Africa. So
Yeah. Where in Africa? What country in Africa is she going to?
she'll be in South Africa.
Oh, she will. Okay. Wow.
And so the cards that you got, Lily, are Take Charge and Action. Her least favorite card, Trust the Universe.
Oh.
And then Intuitions and Downloads. And so she's just really this chance to,
Yep.
take your action, set your plan, get ready. Especially you have that manifestation card. She's really been pulling some things, and I think it's really get ready. Have your
Yep.
plan ready. Sometimes send me this, send me this, send me this. And then when it comes, you weren't ready for it.
You weren't
So
ready
get
for it. Yeah.
ready
Yeah.
and trust that the universe is working for not just your highest good, but for even for your highest timeline. And then intuitions and downloads continue to make that time to connect with the divine.
So that reminds Starfish of her guide who embraces joy. So that's wonderful. Yeah. Yeah. Letting go is very hard for a mother to do, no matter how old our children or we are. They're still our wonderful children, and we want the best only for them. But I think it's wonderful. My son did some Peace Corps work, but in the United States, and but he did spend a little bit of time actually also working down in Mexico, doing some building some huts and things for the young people. So, that's just such a calling, and it's so appreciated and loved. And that's just what an angel. Valerie said, "You are an angel." Yes, Lily, you are an angel. And I think you probably, I don't know how old you are, but I'm guessing in your 20s. Is she in her 20s?
Just a little bit more time. She got 3 months left in her 20s.
Oh, okay. So she's almost in her 30s then. Well, I think you're going to start, if you aren't already, like your mama, you're going to open up and you're going to have a lot of information coming through. So,
Indeed, that's why she got that intuition and downloads.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And so we wish you your best in South Africa, dear. Yeah. Marlene, we got three more. We're just over a little over an hour, but.
And I apologize. I'm so excited to be here. I was pulling out 70 cards at the time. I apologize.
It's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Yeah. We're going to have you on Circle of Friends as well. So we'll have some more fun.
All right.
Mm-hmm. All right. Marlene. What does Marlene need to know? Ooh, very nice. I get shine from within, Marlene. Look at the little girl. She got beautiful, beautiful little fairy. She says, looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's your time to shine. This is the time for self-acceptance and revealing true beauty. And it looks like you're going to have an important conversation with somebody soon. I don't know. It's coming up. Shine. You shine.
Well, I think you're right on target. No, did you do both your cards?
I did. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because the 8 of Wands. So energy is moving quickly. So be prepared. And then to be followed by another 8, the 8 of Cups.
Wow.
This is a chance to walk away from what's no longer serving you. So playing small, not honoring and acknowledging your awesomeness, it's not serving you anymore. And the Chariot is like, get to it. Walk in your power. Walk in that new way.
Uh-huh.
And then just in case you thought I didn't know what I was talking about, card says yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. Oh, thank you for your question, Marlene. Thank you so much. All right. Ron needs a card.
Mr. Ron.
Mr. Ron. And Cynthia Pierce, I got yours next. So
I'm going to pull Ron a card. What deck do I want to use for Ron? Do my angel cards. He is such an angel. So many people.
He is an angel. Him. He's Mr. Unconditional.
Watch him on his show. Sometimes, I'm trying to go to bed even on Saturday night at 8:30, but I try to catch him. He's such a good man.
He is a good man.
A good man.
Oh, Starfish just subscribed to your channel, Minassa, by the way.
Goodness.
And Ron would like the Lightseer tarot cards.
Okay.
Minassa. Yep.
I got it.
All righty. Thanks, everybody, for spending some time with us here on a Friday night. Yes, I know you did, Jenny. Thank you. She's got a special going for you new people. And if you contact her, okay, Sylvia, I'll get you. If you contact her, she's giving $30 readings for you. So, yes. Oh, hi, Lisa.
I know, Lisa.
Yeah. Glad you're here. All right. So mine's coming from some fairy cards, and I know you're not a fairy, so. But, oh, and that's funny. Lost and found, it says, Ron. Look at that. Lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never realized were lost. Ooh, keep your eye out, Ron. Something's coming that you're going to find again. Yeah.
Say, Ron's ready for me to start preaching, but not now. Just when people are in passion, and that's what I love to see.
Yes.
I'm telling you, him and Kelly were just, whoo.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
All right, Ron. So you got the 4 of Swords, the Moon, and then the Hierophant. And so very much that lost and found is that loss is that pull back.
Mm.
What are you
Mhm.
looking for? What is calling to you? And that intuition to go deep within. And then that Hierophant. What are your rules? You know, and I love about this Hierophant, I wish you could see it. And you know, Ron, you have the decks, so take a look. I never realized it. This Hierophant in this image is surrounded by so many different symbols of religion
I
in
know.
this stairway. So this is, you know, what is your next card calling you to do? To take that rest, but then
Yep.
get ready to move up, get ready to rise up. By how?
Rise up.
Yeah, oftentimes it's the opposites. By going within, you'll
Mm-hmm.
be able to rise up.
Wow.
Well, Starfish, thank you.
Yes, Ron, you did find your wings. Susan Lynn told you that you found your wings. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, doesn't she you do radiate love, Manasa. I can feel it too. Very, very
Let me tell
heart-centered.
you, 16-year journey to get me here.
It's okay. We all get when we're supposed to. Yep.
Indeed.
Hi,
Indeed.
Tracy Ralph. It's good to see you. Okay, so we have the next one we have is Cynthia, and then we have Sylvia, and then we're gonna go. Well, Manasa's going to go to bed.
Well, you know, today was 88 degrees here.
Ooh wee!
Well, it's been
Wow.
raining. Let me tell you, last week we drove through a thunderstorm. Did my
Uh-huh.
first reading in person in 2 years, of course. Thank God, because instead of driving home, we were actually driving to my clients.
Yep.
The streets were flooded. I'm
Oh
telling you,
yeah.
I told my wife, I was thinking to myself, if we don't make it, I die with her tonight.
Yeah. You know, you gotta give it over. That's
It
all
was
you can do.
crazy.
Yep.
Indeed. So, message from my angels or guides. So, I'm going to pull a card I'm going to give you 2 angel cards and one
Mhm.
from the guides. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
So, yeah, 88 today. I went to DQ and we got ice cream for all of us.
Good for you. You know what though? I don't care if it's like below zero. I still love my ice cream.
Well, you know, we did it one day. It was like raining and storming. We went and got it.
I understand.
So, sometimes it's never a bad time for ice cream.
Never. I agree. Yep.
So here we go. So Cynthia, what are your angels and guides saying? So the first card is synchronicity. Thank you, angels. I trust your well-timed guidance and signs. Your next card, earth and ground. Look at those angels, big, big wings. And
Mm-hmm.
then this mighty archangel that I love and adore, Archangel Raphael, for shining your divine light upon and healing my body. So your message from your guides are, what looks like a coincidence is really the divine leading you to step into your power, to step into your healing. So stay focused. Don't let your thoughts get you. Stay
Mm-hmm.
focused, stay
Mm-hmm.
grounded, and look for that coincidence.
Wow. And I got great, great and full. Look at this cup. Your cup is great and full. It's beautiful. And then I got the word celebration with it. So it sounds like there's something coming up, even if it's just your own celebration of how great and full your life is. We need to always celebrate the things that we have and have gratitude for them, because there are others that don't have the things we have. So looks to me like they're saying, we're behind you. Your cup is full. You need to celebrate that in every
Mhm.
moment of your life. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right. Yeah, thank you so much. Sylvia Soltz, here we go.
All right, now I'll do the opposite. I'll give her 2 cards from her angel guides and one from the angel prayers. And Ali,
Wonderful.
thank you so much for having me on here. It is
Oh, it's
such
been a
a blast.
pleasure.
Such a good group of people. I'm just,
Yeah,
for
they're
a
a
while
great
with
group.
the pandemic, it's just like, what is happening? And so to be
Yeah,
able to get back in contact with people
right. Yeah. And everybody is always, so kind in the chats with each other. They welcome each other. They support everybody. I just can't say enough about the community. It's just been fabulous, and I'm glad you're part of it as well. That's wonderful. I'm
me
glad
too.
that you could
Me
come
too.
and see us. All right, let's see.
Mm.
Okay.
So do you have a message from your guide? So I got 2 cards from my guides, which is manifestation coming back again,
Ooh.
blessings and abundance. And your simple message is for those 2 things, what you're wanting to create. And yes, I saw one time where someone's talking a show about how love can't buy you money. Of course it can, but it can buy you a lot of stuff that you do love,
It can.
right? So let's
Yes.
not be so spiritual that we're like, well, I don't need money. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Money is a beautiful, energetic thing. The universe
Mm-hmm.
wants to give you tons of it.
Right.
So change that, open your heart to that. Yes, people use it in a bad way, but people use knives and forks in a bad way too, but we
That's
still
true.
use those, right?
Yeah.
And so for you, Sylvia, this manifestation, this blessing and abundance, open your heart, and then trust your vibe.
Oh,
Trust
yeah.
your
There
vibe.
you go.
So the
Yeah.
right shoes, trust your intuition. They're guiding you. But if you have a doubt, trust.
Yep.
Trust that.
Yep. Wow. Fabulous. All right. So I get here a merry motive. I love this card because it's like being way out in the woods and sort of making your own kind of magic out there. And look, hanging the stars up on the clothesline, so to speak. You've got a merry motive for what you're doing. But you know what? Moon energy. And that's so cool because we just had, and we're having the full moon eclipse coming up. It says, surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you feel confused, this fairy will come to help calm your emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is always available to you. So use that moon energy in order to feel uh, connected to the divine and to your own spirit. So
Well,
thank
Lisa,
you.
you don't have to lure me onto your channel. I will gladly come.
Me
I
too,
love
Lisa.
I love the way that she laughs. It's the way she
Uh-huh.
connects with her audience. Like, yeah, let me get some of this energy.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm here to be on yours. Any channel, anybody want me on their channel, I'm here. So let me know. But thank you so much, everybody. And thank you, everybody in the chat, and for being so kind and welcoming to Minassa.
Yes, thank
And
you.
yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, dears. Have a great night, everybody, and a great weekend. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everyone.